see not only just Mexico, but Ecuador as well.
Now, here we have three distinct lights locked into that triangle. Oh, no, it was a triangle.
It was a triangle, but they moved. And this is, of course, in Gulf Breeze, at the height of all the, the
early 90s activity.
Early 90s, yeah, when Gulf Breeze was the really the hot spot.
Indeed.
Now, the difference of this one with other Gulf Breeze videos is this is supposed to be a programmed exercise because it's by Dr. Greer, who's also quite controversial fellow, but he has this group called CSETI, and his goal is to establish some kind of communication. And I believe this was his best success in terms of evidence to show to the people, and in terms of footage.
Yes.
He claimed that he had other good results in England and so on, but the footage wasn't there to support it. Whereas at least here, he's got something to show.
Some pretty substantial footage, and we are seeing what seems to be equal movement. When one moves, the other moves in relation.
And he claims, because I know a Greer personally, and he goes with lamps and he flashes, and he claims the objects were flashing back. Now we're back to what I call balloon land again, and also see that's why these helicopters and stuff. Well, that is an aircraft, I guess, or not? The second one. I mean the right object, maybe not.
Well, let's see if we get any closer here. On the right, it does have a suggestion of appendages.
Yeah, the upper object looks like an aircraft.
Yeah. Let's see if that angle shifts at all.
Yeah, definitely. I think pretty much an aircraft. But the other one.
Está quietecito, ¿eh?
Boy, I can't tell from here. This would be a place where I would appreciate a zoom in. Wait a minute.
But now
what's going on the right there? Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water.
Mira cómo brilla, y el avión lo curioso es que brilló igual.
I don't know.
Whoa. Okay, we got a little figure ground in the bottom there. We do seem to have something with two types of light effects, dark and a central band of light. I think that sort of halo around it's definitely, not part of the phenomena.
Right.
But that's worth consideration. That's certainly...
But now it's on slow motion, I think. It's being repeated on slow motion.
Right.
And
freeze frame?
It's a strange one. These are the... what was unusual in Mexico City, there were many daytime videos, which normally are more rare.
Right.
But now this is, of course, a night one.
Now, most of us have seen planes flying at night and are familiar with the blinking light, but it's usually in a very specific pattern, which that doesn't seem to embody. Let's see if we're going to go back to a close-up here.
Yeah, and what are these other lights there?
Exactly. Whoa.
Well, what the hell is that?
Exactly. A lot of times in this work it comes down to a what the hell was that?
It's a strange one.
Jeez.
This is a very strange one.
Sure is. And that rear light that we were seeing seems to have gone out. Back and forth.
Yeah, these are all obviously from, you can even see their programas de investigación. That's, the Maussan's.
So that would be the equivalent to like our Sightings show or something like that?
Yeah, except that he basically, he had another program called 60 Minutes, 60 Minutos, but that was, he created like a company, and he put videos. Basically,
so it was literally all around UFOs and not general paranormal stuff?
No. Well, he did do some other videos on other non-UFO matters, but mostly the Programas de Investigación was for UFOs, and he, very similar to what ese man did, he put videotapes on chronologically as the Mexican wave continued.
That is really moving out. That's traversing a lot of space.
Right. So again, here the little balloon hypothesis is more questionable.
It's popped.
Unless it was a lot of wind.
Well,
But,
yeah, but right. I must say though that is that's moving very fast, and it also seems to have a darker bottom, so it's not.
well, that
round.
effect can be created by the balloons, and you can see it on that one in the Bronx. But the movement was pretty good. Now we're back to Carlos Diaz. And
whoa! Somebody's moving
now
somewhat erratically.
I will play both ways here in favor of Carlos Diaz. There's many other people who have seen UFOs, not only in Mexico but in Tepoztlan,
Specifically the area where he is shot.
Yeah, right. So that in favor of him. But against him is the fact that he learned, even by his own admission, all about photography when he was a very young kid, and he does even technical photography for labs and things like that. So he certainly would have the know-how to do some of these things. He does come across very sincere.
Well, we met him,
and
I was very impressed with the way that he presented himself, and as you say, his sincerity.
It's it really comes across as very sincere.
Yeah.
His wife is lovely.
Yes.
But many people don't believe his videos.
Well, I remember seeing him there. I have to say I was equivocal. I just didn't know what I was looking at.
I was very skeptic when I first saw the videos. After meeting him, I became a little bit more inclined.
It's true. There is a genuineness about him that leaves you.
That is puzzling because.
No, I'd say that definitely counts in his favor, and we are again dealing with a genuine unknown.
Now here in the audio, if I remember in the Spanish, the guys are talking quite a bit, and they're saying it's coming out on the cloud. Now you're coming out, and
that's great.
That's definitely not a balloon.
Terrific. That's not a plane.
No, this is something else.
Stopping and going back.
This is one of the better ones of the Mexico.
That's terrific.
The Mexico videos, of which there are hundreds.
I think we should make friends with the Mexican Air Force if that's theirs. We want them.
And oddly enough, and this is even Maussan, everybody agrees on this, there is no government investigation whatsoever in Mexico. Of course, they don't have the resources
I was going to say,
that we have, but still, they don't seem to be too concerned about what's going on.
Different attitude than our government seems to have. Whoa.
Yeah, this is just a repetition, but it's very interesting the way it goes into the cloud and then comes out. And so it behaves quite strange.
It seems to be hesitating. And back it goes and back it goes. That's fabulous.
Yeah,
that is some of the best footage. Look at that.
Yeah, I even heard, I forgot his name right now, but one of the toughest Mexican skeptics, when we kind of, after he had debunked a lot of things, this was a TV show in LA, which the first time I met Carlos Diaz, in fact, he was there too. And so finally we asked him, well, okay, we know your opinion about the Eclipse video and Diaz and all this. So is any video that you think is good from Mexico? And he said, well, that one that comes on the cloud and then
bend
comes
anybody out of shape.
So even a hard skeptic from Mexico